before I was in a growth stage where I'm focusing on, how can I grow my thing bigger and bigger and bigger? Because I love doing what I do and I love connecting. The more projects I work on, the more fulfilling I feel because I feel because, hey, that's like the tickets of validation whenever a client comes to the table. It's like, hey, I like you enough to work on my record. I value enough. Oh, wow, that feels good. So it was about growing that back then. Now it's more about just enjoying that process rather than focusing so hard on, I need to cram X amount of leads or this many projects or do this many sessions. It's more about how can I enjoy that process as much as possible. And I'm sort of in that luxury state where I can kick back, enjoy the process of working with the clients I'm working with, and just trying to navigate the joy in the job. Because I think, I'll be honest, sometimes that can be lost in the hustle. It's like,
of course,
you feel really shitty trying to navigate how to make your business work, and then you sort of forget where the love is in your actual work itself. And it's actually funny. There was a meme going around. I think you saw the meme that I remixed today, and it really pissed me off. So it was this like $50 client versus $5,000 client, and people are sort of framing the $50 client as an annoying, naggy, I need this louder, that louder, my best friend's girlfriend's producer, blah, 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 whatever the fuck it is.
We just told you to raise the bass, but now we're actually telling you to put it back down where it was,
Yeah. and that sort of got me shitty because it's like, that's not like when we started out as audio engineers, or when we started out in this world, in the production world, learning a DAW, trying to figure out our own stuff, those were the questions and debates we were having with ourselves internally. It's like, oh shit, you'd listen to the mix and you'd be like, I want to bring this up, bring this down, bring this. And it's like, so then as audio engineers, why do we have to be so negative towards our clients who do that? So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like a good positive mindset and frame I've been able to sort of step into over the last 12 plus months, because I've had that luxury of having the work coming in, and I can just take a step back from trying to focus too much on the hustle and just be like, how can I make this process enjoyable for myself, for my clients, and just regardless if a client has a million revisions or not, how can we make it a positive experience that everybody feels constructive and happy about? And I think that's lost a little bit. You have to put in the hard yakka. You have to really knuckle down for your clients, even at the highest tier. So just trying to remember that love. And I remixed that meme to say, well, if you can't satisfy a $50 client that's causing you a headache, you're never going to satisfy a $5,000 client. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think there's truth in both, because, somebody who's obviously had like the cheaper clients and has had some, people that are more happy to pay. It's a completely different, it can be a completely different ball game. But I'm all about that, though. I'm all about giving service and helping the artist, and almost to a fault, I would say, because I want those mix notes. I want the revisions, because they're going to be much happier when I do those revisions, and it's their song. They have to live with it forever. It's not my song. Once I'm done with this mix, it's out of my life. Not fully. I'll revisit, I'm sure, at some point, but they're going to have to live with it for real for a very long time. But I think I'm almost to a fault with this stuff, because I'm such a people pleaser, and I'm so, I almost do it at my own expense of being a people pleaser. You know what I mean? Like I'll work too hard and like not and lose perspective of like how important this thing is, in relationship to other things in my life, which are maybe more important, like my, whatever, family, anxiety levels, whatever it is, so. I feel like you have to find a balance also for yourself, where you're not, I don't know, dying from giving your clients too much. You know what I mean? Like, you do have to set those boundaries as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. And boundaries will shift and change as the day progresses, as the week progresses, as the year progresses, as things happen in
different
your life
seasons,
change.
for sure.
Because I'll give an example. And you know what? I think I'm happy to make this example because it made me question myself yesterday.